What does implantation bleeding look like on a pad? Implantation bleeding may appear as light spotting, blood that appears when you wipe, or a light, consistent flow that requires a liner or light pad. The blood may or may not be mixed with cervical mucus. Is brown blood a sign of implantation? Blood from implantation bleeding is typically dark brown or black, which means it's older blood, although sometimes it can be pink or red as well. It's also not a heavy flow. You may notice some light spotting of a few drops to slightly larger amounts. How long after implantation can you test positive? The blood pregnancy test generally provides greater accuracy earlier. If you are pregnant, your blood test will usually be positive within 3 to 4 days after implantation or about 9 to 10 days after fertilization and ovulation, which is roughly 5 to 6 days before a missed period. Can implantation bleeding happen 3 days before expected period? Check the timing. Implantation occurs from 6 to 12 days after fertilization and around a week after ovulation. This puts it near or just before the time of menstruation in most cases. If it has been more than a month since a woman has had sex, she is unlikely to be experiencing implantation bleeding. Can you take a pregnancy test while having implantation bleeding? A pregnancy test will normally be positive shortly after implantation bleeding, but it still may take days. While many pregnancy tests say that you can take them before you missed your period, this is typically only a day or two before. How much blood is normal for implantation bleeding? The amount of bleeding is usually very light as well. Implantation bleeding usually lasts no more than 1 day. In some cases, women may experience a few hours of spotting and nothing more. Some women may experience a single spot of blood and discharge with no other signs. Don't forget to subscribe for more of these videos.